La ministre à la condition féminine, Madame Yannick Mézil, a quitté Haïti pour rentrer à New York. Restant toujours accrochée à son calendrier, elle n'avait pas caché sa joie et s'était dit honorée de cette visite dans le Rockland County qui, selon elle, avait été très bénéfique pour son ministère. Pendant qu'on parle d'une grande impulsion, d'une grande opportunité dans le contexte de la refondation de l'État, il nous faudra rappeler que l'ex-gouverneur du Canada, Mme Michaëlle Jean, la représentante de l'UNESCO en Haïti, avait fait l'éloge du ministère à la condition féminine. De l'expérience, et nous citons, que Mme la ministre a acquise dans le domaine de l'entrepreneuriat, aucun développement ne sera possible sans l'inclusion des femmes et la prise en charge ne pourra réussir sans ce ministère. Après avoir été présentée aux membres de la communauté de cette juridiction, la ministre à la condition féminine, accompagnée du consul Wilner Kebro et d'autres délégués, fit aussi la connaissance de certains autres dignitaires dans le Spring Valley. Il serait bon de souligner combien nous l'avons cru nécessaire de nous trouver dans cette municipalité auprès des membres qui nous représentent dans le gouvernement et qui veulent marcher de pair avec notre consulat. Nous remercions le consul général M. Charles-Antoine Forbin qui a mis à notre disposition le chef de protocole, l'infatigable M. Cléphane Chéry.
Mrs. Jaffe, it's a pleasure for me to meet you. And I saw the tape. When I look at you on tape, I said I'm so familiar with this lady. And then there's another one that I'm in love with. This is Mrs. Donna Karen. So I compare you with Donna Karen when I saw the tape. Tell me something more about you regarding the community, my Haitian community.
Well, I'm so very proud to be representing the Haitian community here in Spring Valley and throughout my 95th, soon to be 97th Assembly District. It is a community that cares deeply about the youth, cares deeply about the families. There are so many wonderful organizations like Kwambitnek Lakai and HACSO who really provide support for the community, and I'm really so proud to be working with them to give that support. And I chair a task force on women's issues, so I'm so pleased to meet the minister today to be able to talk about the very real issues that impact women, how we can assist them, because they do provide the strength in our society.
Okay, I've seen that you name our Consul General, Mr. Charles-Antoine Forbin. He likes you, and it seems that you have something particular for him. Could you say something about him?
He's such a delightful man. I respect him so greatly. I visited him in Manhattan. We had a very important conversation about how we can move forward assisting the Haitian community throughout the state, but of course particularly in my district that I represent. And I invited him to the New York State Assembly. I was so proud to have him join us to also celebrate Haitian Unity Day in New York State. And I gave him the opportunity with that visit to meet many other members of the Assembly who have a large Haitian population in their district. So that was an important opportunity for him. And also sat down with the governor's staff person when they talked about opening possible sites for assisting the Haitian community throughout various areas throughout the state.
Wonderful. Now, about May 17th. I would like to know exactly what's going to happen on the next May 17th.
Well, I would love to have the Consul General join us again, but this year I'd like to also bring up once again, a number of our youth in the community. That's a very important part of it, for them to understand state government, for the Haitian community and the culture of Haiti to be acknowledged as part of our American culture, and the history of Haiti as well, and the strength of its democracy throughout the history. It really has a history that people should acknowledge, and I think it's important that our youth be a part of that celebration.
Wonderful. It's a pleasure meeting you, Mrs. Jaffe.
Delightful. My pleasure to be here.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Senator, it's a pleasure for me to be with you, and this is the first time we're meeting, but I've seen a few things that you've done, and I've been happy. And then I know that you like Haitian, and then we've been trying to do the best with you, and you prove to us on May 17 that you want to be with us, and we want to be with you. What can you tell us today?
Oh, well, it's an absolute honor and a privilege to be with you today. And it's an honor and privilege to serve the Haitian people that live in Rockland County, to represent them in Albany in the state Senate. And we're so fortunate here in Rockland County, particularly because we have such a large Haitian population that really gives such a nice cultural heritage and the history and the deep culture that they have to share with our whole community. And that's what really makes our community so nice. So it's a real honor to serve them. And today it was great to meet some of the officials from Haiti to talk about some of the challenges that they're facing in Haiti, and to think about what are some of the best practices that we can share with Haiti, we can share with the United States, to see where we can work together and where we can learn from each other.
Right. I spoke to Miss Ellen Jaffe, and then we were talking about May 17, and then I asked her what she think might happen next year on May 17. She had a few ideas, and I don't want to put anything on your mind. I want you to talk for yourself.
Oh, great. Well, we look forward to hosting the Haitian community again, and hopefully we'll have a larger crowd, bring people up to Albany to really share with the other legislators in Albany, to make sure that they know how fortunate we are in Rockland County and in other areas in New York State where we have a large Haitian population. So it'll be a wonderful celebration again, and I'm so fortunate that we have a real grassroots community here in Rockland County to really push that effort.
Senator, I know that you met our Consul General, Mr. Charles Antoine Forbin. He's a very gentleman, and then he's very promising. And then I would like to know, when you met him, what did you feel about Consul General Charles Antoine Forbin?
Well, I think the Consul General is a wonderful man, and we're fortunate to have his leadership here in New York, because what he's talking about doing is really out of the box in terms of bringing the services of government to the people. And he's talking about bringing a mobile office, a satellite office to Spring Valley, to other areas in the tri-state area. And I think that'll only really benefit the people of our community. So we're so fortunate to have his leadership, and I continue to look forward to working with him and trying to serve the people in our community.
What would you like to tell our community today?
Just thank you. Thank you for having the visitors here today, and look forward to working with you on ways that we can push our community forward.
It was a pleasure, Senator.
Thank you. Good to
Thank
see
you so much.